Hey traders, although I'm not on today's stream, I did want to make you aware of our Edge Finder sale that we're doing this week. We are currently doing 35% off if you message us using the link being dropped in the chat right now. If you've been watching the streams for a while, then you probably have seen our tools in action. The Edge Finder Pro allows you to look at things like the commitment of traders data, retail sentiment, economic figures and trends, as well as our proprietary top setups algorithm, which helps to take in all of this data and generate bullish or bearish setups. If you're interested in getting a copy or you'd like some more information about the sale event for 35% off, this is a limited time thing and it ends this week. So if you'd like access to that, send a message to us using the very first link in the description and or use the link that's been dropped in the chat. Now back to the stream.
Hey traders, let's take a moment to thank and feature one of our top sponsors, FX2 Funding. If you're looking to get funded, listen up. FX2 is offering traders the chance to trade with up to $200,000 in simulated capital and receive up to 85% of their results. If you're interested in getting started, use the link being dropped in the chat or the link down in the description below. If you pass the evaluation, you'll receive your feedback and gain access to your new account. FX2 allows traders access to a wide range of assets and allows traders to hold their trades over the weekend. FX2 is giving A1 Trading Show fans 15% off the evaluation fee if you use promo code A1Trading15. So if you'd like to learn more, again, use the link being dropped in the chat or the link down in the description below and use code A1Trading15 at checkout for a discount on any of their evaluations. Now back to the show.
Good day, guys. This is Kenzo Extra Hot Forex. So today we are on Trader Nick channel. So we are going to go through the market and see what's really happening. So yeah, we will be actually checking the economic news because if I check here, we have a very nice one. We have PPI, which is about like 11 minutes left before we reach that. So besides that, we are just going to do the analysis, normal analysis. Then from there, you will let me know which pairs do you want me to check. Then I will be checking those pairs. So for now, I will just start with DXY. Why? Because this gives us a very nice or very good indicator for the dollar and see if maybe the dollar is stronger or not. So let's see. So on the comment section, you can let me know which pairs do you want me to check. Then I will be checking that. So now I will be on DXY, which is going to be, it's actually a dollar index. So let's see what's really happening on a dollar index. So on my structure here or on my chart, you can easily see that the market was actually going down. Previously, the market was going down. You can see here, this was a very nice downtrend. After that, we had a very nice breakout, so which shows that the market was changing. The dollar was starting to get or to gain that momentum. So after that, we start to see that the market is starting to push the upside. This push made actually accelerated by NFP and also CPI. So all these economic news, they were all positive, and that they made actually the dollar to be way too stronger, you see. So yeah, I see on the comment section, someone said gold, US30. Yes, I'll be going straight to that. Firstly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go straight to all those pairs that I usually analyze. Then if I did not really cover whatever that you think maybe I'm supposed to cover, then you will just let me know on the comment section. You see, so as we are on this DXY, let's see what's really happening now. This structure is actually a very nice uptrend, so which shows that the dollar is actually uptrending. So if we can check here, we don't really have a proper support area, but we know very well that the market will end up creating something like that. Actually, we will end up on this uptrend. So yesterday the market reversed because retail sales was actually bad. So today there is PPI. We will see what will happen. And now let's see. Oh, let me check if maybe I'm not wrong about PPI. It might be on. Yeah, it's actually today. Sorry, it's actually today. So what's really happening here is we are still on this uptrend. The market respected this resistance, so we're going to use this as another potential higher, which is going to be a resistance. Actually, the market can still break that, but what we see here is I'm still expecting to see the market pushing up, which means I'm waiting to see if maybe we can get a proper support area and the market might push like that. If the market is not going to push like that, it means we might start to see a reversal of this bullish momentum. You see, because whatever that we received actually this week, everything it was actually positive. Also from the statements from the Fed that actually pushed the market to go to the upside. So now we are actually on USD JPY. What's really happening on USD JPY? We are coming from a very nice downtrend. You can see that it was a very nice downtrend, and the market was aggressively selling. After that, we started to see the market breaking out, and this we call it a change of a trend. And from here, we can easily see that now the market is doing what? The market is pushing to the upside. So on this type of a structure, I think it's quite straightforward and simple for us to analyze. So it's quite simple for us to analyze. So now where the market is, we understand that yes, we had a sort of a support around that area. On top here, we also have a resistance. So where we are, we can't actually buy. The market is already far from our support because the market can easily reverse from that. So there is a chance that the market can just play around this level before maybe we see a proper breakout. Quite similar to here. You can see here the market played or created quite similar structures. But what we know is the market is actually on that downtrend. The market is still on that downtrend. So for us to say maybe we need to buy, as this is an uptrend, obviously we need to buy. So it means we will wait for the market to reach this support if it's going to reverse there. If the market won't reverse, obviously we will wait for the market to do what? For the market to break out of this resistance, then we can say, yes, we can look for that buy. You see, that's what we are waiting for on USD JPY. So let's push to the next one, which is GBP USD. On GBP USD, let me see what we can get here. So don't forget that I will be checking your comments so that I will see if maybe I need to analyze something else. For now, I'm just going with the row. Then after that, we'll be going straight to your request, right? So on GBP USD, the structure is quite straightforward, but I just want to show you that we are coming from a very, very, very stronger downtrend, and now we are actually on that uptrend. You can see that from back here the market was doing what? The market was going down, and after that we started to see the market pushing to the upside. Unfortunately, now it seems like the market wants to change that trend. It seems like the market is about to change that trend, and it means that we are going to see if maybe the market is going to downtrend or not. But from what I see here is we have a very nice structure, or we had a very nice structure. The market was going up very nice. You can see that this was a proper uptrend. So instead of the market continuing up, dollar was very strong. We had NFPs, CPIs, which were very, very, very strong. Then we had a proper breakout there. Out of that breakout, the market pushed even went lower aggressively, but it created a very nice support. So what we want here is we want to see if maybe the market will end up breaking the support so that we can easily continue with that sell. Yes, we can easily see that this is a very proper breakout, but since the market there is a chance that the market can still continue with this uptrend. So for us to be safe, let's not jump on the market here. So the market is actually consolidating around this area. So which means for us to sell, we will wait for the market to break that support before we jump on that sell. Another option is there is a chance that the market can break this resistance and continue with our previous uptrend. That is also possible, right? So let's check another one. What's next? So now we are actually on Euro USD. Euro USD, guys, has been trying to push the lower side. We saw that the market, after breaking that uptrend, started to give us this nice structure. You can see that the market is pushing lower. So where we are, I think it's a very nice structure where we can actually think about selling, because you can see that this structure is actually coming from this resistant area. So which means the market can push lower. On top there, we don't really have a proper resistance, but yes, the market might end up continuing like that. So which means I'm expecting to see the market respecting this area. The market might start to respect this area and start to push lower. But when you are going to sell, if you're going to sell around these levels, just know that we are going to have a lower area there. Yes, we know that we are on a downtrend. The market can still continue, but this area is very important because the market can reverse before going lower. So which means you can lock your profits if you will be going in that profit. Then after the market breaks out, you can then scale up. Then you can add some other positions, or you can just close and open another new positions down there. You see. So let's see the other ones. I will be going through your comments, guys. I'll be checking some of your comments. So what's really happening on gold? I like gold structure, guys. The structure from gold is quite straightforward. What we had here, it was quite straightforward. So you can easily see that, yes, the market here, it was very, very nice. It was a very nice uptrend. You can see here, quite similar to what we saw on GBP USD. So we know that they do correlate, but what we see here is quite straightforward. We saw the market actually breaking out. This was a very nice uptrend. I was expecting the market to continue pushing to the upside. Guess what? The market broke out of that. CPI, it was very stronger, made the dollar to be quite stronger. So when we go closer there, we will see that the market gave us a very nice structure. You will see that the market actually here created actually a very nice structure. On the bottom side, we have this support area. So for now, to say we need to continue on that sell, we can say the market might actually retest here and push lower. But if you want to be safe, if you don't really want to fall for fake movements, you rather wait for the market to break the support area, then we can continue selling, because there is a chance that the market can still break this area and continue to the upside. There is that chance, because gold is also very stronger. Just because whatever that we saw on CPI or maybe NFP, that might actually reverse. That can actually reverse. But now, obviously, it's PPI time. Let me check if maybe the numbers are positive or negative. Let me check the numbers if are negative or positive. Let me see that. No, it seems like my laptop doesn't really want to go on that page, but I will check that. It seems like the numbers are obviously in favor of the dollar. It seems like the numbers are in favor of the dollar. That's why we see now the market is continuing going down. So which means the dollar is now gaining that momentum. So which means we might end up seeing the market even pushing even lower. That's what I see. So let me check the numbers very quick. So that I can understand what's really happening. Yes, PPI, it's actually, PPI, it's positive. So which means that's why we see the numbers or the market going stronger against the gold here. But I don't think that is going to be something very big. The market will actually start to push lower, but around this area, it's where maybe we might find that support again before the market pushing to the upside, because PPI is not really that important like CPI or maybe retail sales. But we are still on a downtrend. I will be waiting for the market to break this support area if it's going to be a proper sell before I continue with that. Or maybe the market will end up pushing to the upside. Simple as that. So let's push to the next one, which is US 30. So on US 30, we have a proper structure here. The market, it's been pushing to the upside. We have this proper bullish momentum. You can see that the market has been pushing to the upside. So what we have here is we just have to continue and see what's really happening. We just need to see what's really happening here. Obviously, even though we are on this uptrend, we can't actually buy where we are. We are going to wait for the market to break this area, or maybe the market will be coming back towards that support area. We also have this diagonal support. So the market will choose which one it's going to respect before we see a nice push to the upside. But I think maybe the market can still reverse anywhere, but I don't think maybe the market will end up reaching that level. I think it's a little bit far, but anything is possible. The market can still reach that area before we see another proper push. But we are very closer to the resistance, so anything can still happen, and we might see maybe this resistance broken, you see. So we are still very, very bullish also, but I'm not thinking about selling, especially on a nice uptrend like that. So this is an actually NASDAQ. NASDAQ is also giving us the same structures like US 30. You can easily see that, yes, this bullish momentum is been like seriously on this market. So we can easily see that, yes, the market is been pushing up very nice. This is a very nice uptrend, actually an aggressive uptrend. So where we are, we can easily see that we had a very nice bullish structure. I think we did buy that. So what I see here is the market seems to be reversing because of those news. So let's zoom and see what's really happening. Let's zoom and see what's really happening. Yeah, actually NASDAQ is reversing. It's reversing, which is very good. We're already out here. So it seems like the market will be reversing. We don't know if maybe the market will be coming towards this support area or this diagonal one before pushing to the upside. But we'll just have to wait because we don't really know what will happen. The market the market is not really open yet. We'll be waiting for that and see what's really happening. So now let's go to the next one, which is S&P 500, which we also smashed this one, if I still remember. So what happened is the market is quite straightforward, and it's quite similar to what we saw on NASDAQ. The market is just pushing to the upside. You can have that inner trend there, and the market is been pushing to the upside very nice. But where we are, we just reached a very nice resistance. So it shows that the market is about to do what? To push a little bit lower. So this is actually some very nice structures, but I don't think PPI will push the whole movement to a certain area. I think the market will reverse anywhere around the structure. So yeah, let me check the pairs that you want me to check. Let me go through the comment section, then I will actually try to analyze or try to help whatever with the questions that you will be asking. Let's see. Let's go back. I just want to see from the start which questions you were asking there, or which pairs I did not really check. Let's see. I see gold. I see the other ones. Let's see. I see gold. Okay, we did cover gold. NASDAQ, I did cover NASDAQ, gold. Okay. I think all the pairs that you were asking here, most of them I did cover them. Or let me just go to the current gold EU USD. Guys, if you have any other question or stuff that you want me to check, let me know. I will just check that, because most of the stuff that you say on the comment section, it seems like I already covered them. So my news strategy, I always go with momentum and trade news. Okay. Okay, guys, let me know which pairs do you want me to check. Then I will check them. I will actually go on something else. I will be checking which pairs I need to go through while you telling me the GJ. Okay, I see GJ. Let's go on GJ. USD CHF. Okay, that's great. Let's check that. Let's check that. Let's check that. GJ, 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 GJ. Okay, we are on GJ. Yeah, what's really happening on GJ? So I will have to zoom out. Let's see what's really happening. Okay, so GJ on my side, US oil. Okay, I will check that. Another one, it's what? Okay, you can let me know there. So on GJ, guys, I will just maybe use a daily time frame so that you can see a very nice structure, because minor pairs, guys, they have this aggressive structures, so mostly you can't feed them nicely on the screen. So I'm going to use this on a daily time frame. So on my side, or on this structure, you can easily see that the market is actually doing what? The market is actually on a very stronger uptrend. You can see from the bottom side here, this areas is where the market was respecting. On top there, you can also see that we have this higher highs. Maybe they also connect very nice. You can see that. So, but where we are, I don't think maybe it's a good area for us to look for a buy. We are on an uptrend, which we understand that we are supposed to look for buys. But where we are, I think this is very, 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 very high. So we have to wait for a nice reversal. Maybe you can go with the market when it's selling before pushing to the upside. But I won't recommend anyone to go against the trend. So this is what we're going to have, obviously, something like that. So you can see from back here, the market was just doing something like that. So another thing that I see here is the market might try to play games with you around this area. And you might think that maybe the market is trying to do what? To break out so that you can buy, then the market might start to reverse, and that is possible. So the best thing that you can do here is maybe you can come back here around this area just to look for that sell, if maybe you don't really mind selling on this uptrend. But the market is very high. I can say it's overbought. I'm expecting to see the market going down, right? So let's see the other ones. Someone said check AUD USD. Okay, so AUD USD, what's really happening on AUD USD? Someone also said check US oil. I will also check that. Or let's try to check AUD USD before. I think we have a trade here. Full screen. Okay, now we are on AUD USD. So on a bigger time frame, like a daily time frame, you can easily see that yes, the market was going up like that. Now we are on this nice downtrend. Do you see that? So now we have to go on 4 hours time frame, because I think the structure is clean, is straightforward. So we need to go on a smaller, little bit medium time frame. Let's see. This is what we have on AUD USD. On AUD USD, we can easily see that yes, the market actually is no longer on that uptrend. The last time we had that uptrend, this was around that time. So which means now we are just looking for these reversals, where the market is going to give us some very nice reversals. This is actually a fresh downtrend. It's not really that long. So you can see how the market moves here. The market is touching our resistance. Even here, the market came very closer to that resistance. So now let me just zoom it another. Let's have some few zooms. let's go closer and see how this it's playing around. So I think with this type of a structure here, it's quite straightforward because the market already created this sort of a resistance. But just because we are on a downtrend, we only look for a sell positions or short positions. So if you have a sell stop there, it means your order will be triggered, and that will be a very nice time for you to eat. And the market seems to be respecting this resistance aggressively. Plus, PPI it's positive, which means because it was positive, which means the dollar is going to go stronger. So here, just because it's AUD, it means it will be pushing lower to show that the dollar is stronger. But beside that, already the market was on this downtrend. So it's like it was just it was given. So it was obvious for us to say, let's look for this sell. And if we did that, obviously, or if you did that, you will be looking for very nice profits there. So another one said, check US oil. Wait to let's see, check US oil. What would you say? Say the direction of event is determined by the last candlestick. Yeah, I unfortunately, let me just read the question. Would you say the direction of the event is determined by the last candlestick? Nope, I don't believe that candlestick has any power to change or choose any direction. I think the figures that they release, they make the economy to go stronger or weaker. And when when we say economy, at the same time, I'm trying to say that currency. If maybe it's PPI, US PPI, that will be affecting that currency. In other ways, this will be dollar pair or any pair that goes with the dollar, then it will be affected, whether positively or negatively, right? So not actually a candlestick. Another thing that I can say it can affect the market structure, I will say the overall structure, the overall trend has the power to keep pushing. Whether the market or whether the news it's negative or positive, most likely trend will actually determine that direction. You see. So I'll be going into that in few seconds. So let's just check US oil and see what do we get on US oil. US oil was seriously aggressive few days ago. Let's see. So on US oil, you can see that we are on this nice uptrend. We were on this nice uptrend. Let me zoom this out. You can see that we have a very nice push from this area going up there. You can see that this is a proper uptrend. But on top here, we also have a stronger resistance. You can see it's where the market actually respecting. So around 70 something, let's say 79 there, it's where the market is respecting this area. So for me, I can't, with this type of a structure, it's very straightforward structure. So I won't actually try to do anything that will not make like which will actually end up making you to lose. So with this type of a structure, we know that mostly when the market touches this area, you can see that mostly the market will be going down. So which means it's better for you to wait and catch another bigger move when the market is doing what? When the market is pushing up. You can see every time when the market pushes to the upside, it's a very nice push. Unless if maybe you want to scalp, maybe selling here, but it's not really safe because as we are on this uptrend, the market is can aggressively push the upside, like seriously aggressive. So on the news, let me check which pairs do you want me to check? I want to actually answer that question about the news or the candlestick. The pair that I'm supposed to check, USD CHF. Okay. On USD CHF, let's go on USD CHF. I will be also explaining the candlesticks and the economic news, or let's say fundamentals. USD CHF, let's see if maybe we have something. Yeah, so on USD CHF, let's see what's really happening. Yeah. So yeah, let me before I do the analysis, let me try to answer that question, because someone said, Kenzo, or the question here said, is the candlestick has anything to do with the direction? Let's say if we have the news like PPI. Actually, no. Mostly the news might be positive or negative. Sometimes the market won't even follow that. But there are so many factors. Mostly, I will say, with a short answer, I will say the best thing that you can do is to understand where the market is going, the direction of the market or the trend. If the trend is going down, most likely the market will be following that trend, because there are bigger investors out there which they just buy or sell and forget. They don't really care about day to day economic news. Mostly they will be caring much about interest rates, maybe, but they don't really care much about NFP next week, whatever that it will be happening every week. Mostly it's us who are focusing on every economic news. So, for example, on this USD, on USD CHF, we can see that we have a trend. Let's say from this trend here, from this area up to this point here, before we see a breakout, we can see that the market was on a very nice downtrend. And now we have this breakout. This is a very short uptrend. So out of this area here, I think it's from maybe November, September, October there. So you will see that the market is been pushing down for very aggressive, by the way. So if I can ask you that with this 4 months or 5 months, let's say 6 months, right? We had so many economic news. But the question will be, were all this economic news against the dollar? Obviously, no. We had so many economic news which were positive. But just look what happened here. The market was still going down because the market was actually downtrending. So actually, one economic news or two, they don't really have enough power to change the overall trend. Yes, the market can move. Maybe the market can reverse win one or two candlesticks, but at the end of the day, the market might end up pushing to the upside. So which means you should understand the trend. If the trend is going down, most likely the market will end up respecting that, whether it's positive or negative. And if you check how many economic news that we had in 6 months or maybe in 5 months, maybe it's more than 50. Or let's say 20. Even if it was 20, you will start to realize that, yeah, there was no anywhere you can point that, oh, this move is because of whatever or the news, because the market was following the trend, not the news. The news can move the market to a certain extent, but not actually changing the overall structure. I hope that maybe makes sense. Yes, you can leave a room for argument. So what's really happening on USDCHF? I can see, or you can see, that the market has been pushing down very nice. We were on an aggressive downtrend. Now the market broke out. So which means we start to look for what? For an uptrend. We expect the market to push to the upside, right? So let's push a little bit closer. Let's push a little bit closer and see what's really happening. So we have a very proper breakout. So which means on this one, you have to just throw, I think we have a proper support from this area. From this area, we can have a proper support. Yesterday, and this is also a proper potential resistance, because yesterday the market was pushing lower. But this is what I was talking about. Since the market broke out, we are now looking for what? For an uptrend, right? So if we are looking for an uptrend, yes, we had the news here, which was retail sales. It was negative. The market pushed lower, but it doesn't really have the overall power to change this trend. The trend will keep pushing to the upside, you see, which means we are still on this uptrend. So and where we are, it's actually a very nice buy, but also we have a resistance on top. The market might move like this, push up, move like that, push up. So it means we might have something like that. So let me go on other questions. Which pairs do you want me to check? Someone says sell gold. Can you do Euro USD? I think I did Euro USD, but I'll go back there. Sorry. Let's see. S&P 500 again. Euro USD, please. Germany. Okay. I think we can go on Euro USD, S&P 500, and German. Okay, that's fine. So let's go on that. Euro USD. Let's go on Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD is also trying to continue with the trend. So this is what we have here. We can see that Euro USD, actually, we're coming from this resistance here. Let me try to zoom again, sorry. We're coming from this resistance. We are coming from this resistance. You can see that the market is actually respecting that with the news here. Not really that strong. Yes, they are positive, but not really an aggressive news. We saw a nice rejection there. But with the overall structure, I'm expecting to see the market pushing even lower. I'm expecting to see a breakout out of this support area and continuing pushing to the upside. If that doesn't really happen, it's still fine because we will be watching. So which means the market might end up breaking out of that resistance, and that will be a change of a trend, and that is going to be an uptrend going further. But for now, it means we just have to relax. Where the market is, there's nothing you can do. Already, it's actually on the center of this support, of this resistance and support. So if you want to sell, maybe you can wait for the market to come around this resistance, or maybe wait for the market to do what? To break this support area. Then we can say it's time for us to jump on that sell. So let's check the other ones. They said check go the what? Euro USD. I check Euro USD. German. Let's see. S&P 500. Okay. Check S&P 500. S&P 500 was actually moving very nice. If you can check here, we are already, before I do anything, you can see that the market has been flying. So let's just go closer there and try to see what's really happening. So let's zoom. Yeah, you can see that the market is actually moving quite similar to NASDAQ. The companies were performing very well, by the way, mostly AI companies, right? Let's see. So on S&P 500, yes, this is still a very nice uptrend. We have our current support around this level. On top there, we also have a nice resistance. So it shows that the market is trying to do what? To respect this resistance. You can see that the market is trying to respect that, but it's not a new thing because we also saw, or we also see that the market did respect a previous one there. So now our job is to wait for the market. Whether the market will be going down, it's up to the market. We can't do anything. The market might push, go down up to that point. Then we're going to have maybe a proper buy, or maybe the market will try to break this resistance. If the market breaks that resistance, we can easily buy above that. We can't buy here because this is a resistance. We can buy here, then the market do the same thing as here. The market reverses very aggressively because most likely the market will respect this resistance, and it shows that the market already started to show the signs of respect. So if maybe that happens, we might see a nice sell, but it's better to wait for the market to reach the support area or to break that before you think about buying, because we are looking for a buy, unless if maybe you don't mind actually I can say maybe scalping. If you want to scalp a sell here, but it's quite risky as the market is actually on this uptrend. The market is uptrending, so there is no way where you will just try to sell there. You can see this thing has been pushing to the upside. So let's see the other ones. Let's see the other comments. German 30 also, or German 40. Check gold, AUD USD, GBP AUD. Okay, GBP AUD. I checked gold, AUD, please. EU, gold. Oh, everyone's like is trading gold here. And USD Canada. Okay, so let's check AUD. Let's check German. German. Okay. So now we are on German 40 or German 30 on my platform here. It's still German 30, but actually now I think it's German 40 as they added another 10 companies. So on German 30 here or 40, we can easily see that the market was actually on a very proper downtrend. The market was going down. You can see that the market was moving like this. So out of that, you can see that we're no longer on that downtrend. Obviously now, once the market breaks out here, we're expecting a proper uptrend. But to me, this is not an uptrend. Yes, it's a breakout, but it's not actually an uptrend. The market was just consolidating. You can see this is a very long one. At least yesterday, I think it's yesterday, the market, or maybe early today, the market just broke out. So what can you do when you have a structure like that? Since the market is breaking this resistance, it shows that yes, the market is aggressively on this uptrend, but we have to understand what's really happening. What makes the market to push like that? Is there any economic news or something? I think we had, they were talking about a recession in Britain or whatever. We have to know, because some of the investors, they are coming from those countries and they are very closer. So we have to understand why the market is moving like that. Do we have anything happening? Why the market is pushing up like that in Germany? So if maybe you don't really find anything, it means you have to just continue with your technical analysis and say, okay, we see the market is breaking out of this resistance. So which means we have to look for a nice buy. At least the market tried to reverse there or retest. Let's go closer there and see what we can get. So this is what we have. This is our resistance. Yes, maybe you can just wait for a nice retest before we see a nice push. But yes, the market, this type of a structure is not really an uptrend. Maybe the market will start to give us a nice uptrend. But for now, yes, the market is actually buying. There must be some other reasons why it pushes like that. So let's check USD Canada. Someone said Bitcoin, or since we are here, let's check US30. Someone said check US30. Nasdaq is trying to reverse US30. Okay, I did cover this, but I will also cover it again. So on US30, guys, we have a proper uptrend structure. On top there, you can easily see that the market actually reached our resistance. The market did reach that resistance. So what are we expecting? It shows that PPI did not really move the market that much. On the bottom side, we also have our support area there. So for us to say we need to buy, let's wait for the market to do what, to go even lower. Or let's say, let's mark this area. You see this area? That is a potential support also, because you can even see around that area, it's something. So the market can still push up to this point before we see a very nice push. Also, the market can also follow this diagonal support. So it's up to the market, not up to us. So on top of that, we also have a proper resistance. You can see it actually starts from here. But just because the market creates this sort of longer candlesticks, yes, we have also that. But actually start from here. So we're just waiting for what? For a proper breakout before we can say, let's jump on the market. But for us to say we jump on the market, it means the market has to move away or break this level. You see that? Because this is another higher area where the market reached. So for us to say we get out, let's break this area. And once we reach that, we can say it's time for us to do what? To buy, or maybe we can just wait for the market to reach this support area before we think about that. Why? Because we are on an uptrend, which means the market is seriously on this bullish momentum. And we know very well that trends can last trends can last a year, 2 years, 6 months. Actually, trends can last longer. As you can see here, we had this trend starting from, let's see, this trend is very long, guys. We had this trend actually since December. I think it's since December, yeah. Since December, or November, yes, actually November. So like it's almost 2 to 3 months. So it's pushing up and it's still very fresh. So it means we can still have another month coming, especially when we know that in a few months there is a chance that they can still cut the rate, even though it's still very far. But once they are going to tell us about that, when they say, okay, maybe let's say around May, June there, if they start to specify that they are going to cut the rate, before they even cut the rates, we know very well that the market will be flying by that time. So we're just waiting for that time, right? So USD Canada, I saw someone said check USD Canada and Bitcoin. I will check that. Let's see. On USD Canada, let's see USD Canada. Let's zoom this out. Okay. So on USD Canada, we can easily see that the market was actually on a very nice downtrend. So what we have here as an uptrend is still very, very, very fresh. So we can easily see that, yes, the market was actually going down. So what we see here is we started to see this breakout. The market starting to show us some breakouts around this area. After that, we started to see this type of consolidation. Then the market started to consolidate. So let's go straight there and see what's really happening. Let's go. So we have this nice resistance on top. You can see we have this 1, 2, 3. We have a slightly smaller breakout there, but we're just going to cover that because we don't really want to get confused. On the bottom side, we also see where the market broken out. So it shows us that the market is actually consolidating around this level. But we are expecting to see what? We're expecting to see the market pushing up as we are coming from this downtrend. So maybe let's just make this something like this. So after the market breaks out here, I'm expecting to see maybe something like that, going up like that as we come in from this downtrend. So where we are now, I can't say buy or do something, but I will just wait for the market to maybe push a little bit lower, or maybe we will see a nice reversal. Let's see. We are waiting for the market to reach this level. It shows that is the level, the lowest level. Reach this area before we buy, or let's break this level before we buy. Then obviously we will be continuing with that uptrend. So I think for today, guys, I don't know if maybe for today is not enough. I see Euro JPY. Yeah, I'll just continue. They will tell me if maybe it's enough. I can see that we already have almost like 45 minutes or something like that. So let's see. Let's see. Euro JPY. Okay. Sorry, I did not really see your comment, so I'm checking that. Let's see Euro JPY. Let's make it full. Okay. On Euro JPY, this is a minor pair. Just understand that when we go on the minor pairs, guys, they give us this crazy swings or bigger moves. So sometimes with a smaller time frame, you might not really get to see the bigger picture. So what do we see here on Euro JPY on a daily time frame? On my side here, you can see that we have a proper uptrend. This is a very, very, very proper uptrend, or we can have something like that. You see that? So, but besides that, we can see that the market is actually pushing to the upside. this type of reversals there, they did come back around the support area. Plus, minor pairs also, they don't really give us perfect structures. But what we see here is where we are, we can easily see that the market is still flying, or the market is still actually on this aggressive bullish move. On top there, the market tried to create a very nice structure where we connected, and then it was a proper resistance. Now the market is breaking out. So this is actually a very nice buy. So we can draw this area. You can see we had something there. We can draw that and say if the market will be breaking or moving above this area, we will be taking a buy above this level. Let me draw that again, or let me just zoom. Let me zoom. You see? Let's see. Yeah, my computer is getting slower. Maybe my connection is getting slower. So we have this area. You see that? So you can push it further and say if the market is breaking out of that area, obviously we are going to push the upside. But we are already on an uptrend. That is a good thing, because from back there we were on a very nice bullish momentum. Plus, they say Japan is on technical recession. That means it's also a good thing. If you do check the news, you will see that it's on technical recession, which means it's a recession, not good for the economy. Then it means we might see a very nice buy from Euro JPY. So let me check the other ones. Let me check the other one. US 100. Okay. Gold gain back. Okay. US 100, we did check once. US 100. Someone said, "Oh, I subscribed. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kenzo. Great analysis. Thank you very much." Gold, please. I will check for gold, but I'm checking gold for the third time or fifth time is fine. AUD, USD. I did check that. Please let me know if maybe you want me to check something else, because it's like I'm checking the same things. Someone said Bitcoin. I'm not really on Bitcoin that much, but I will try to go there just to see, because if maybe the analysis makes sense, it also have to make sense on crypto. But I think if maybe you have a nice strategy, you should also actually adjust your strategy, because I don't think your strategy will just work on everything, right? So what we see here on Bitcoin, I don't think this will now make sense. Maybe we need to make it like that. That it was a very nice adjustment. So you can easily see that, whoa, the market is flying since we broke out of that 50K 2 days ago or 1 day ago. You can see that, yes, the structure, it was actually on a very nice bullish structure. We had this type of consolidations. We had some reversals. Then from there, from this support area, the market started to push the upside. But what I see here is we broke out of this level. The market was struggling to break out of that. And that was around 48, 49. After that, we saw a break on that 50K. It seems like now the market is just flying. And when we see some push like this, just know that there are people who are going to take their profits, and crypto, there is a possibility for that sell. Or maybe the market will just keep pushing, reach 60 before selling, but it's up to the market. There's nothing we can do, but it's not really a good area to buy now. But unless if you don't really care much about these reversals and stuff like that. So AUD, USD. I will go on USD, USD, AUD, USD, and gold, and also Nasdaq. Then we can call it a day. I see New Zealand USD. Okay. GBP AUD. Oh, GBP AUD. So let's check GBP AUD. If maybe we can get something on top of that. GBP AUD, where are you? I don't really trade them, guys. So, but we can just check and see if maybe I have anything to say about them. So, as we are on a daily time frame, what's really happening on GBP AUD? GBP AUD, you can see that previously, this is daily time frame, by the way, you can see that the market has been pushing to the upside. I did this analysis a few days ago. You can see the market, it was pushing to the downside, which is actually a downtrend. Then the market broke out. But what we see here is the market is just playing around, or you can just call that ranging. The market is just consolidating. So when the market is consolidating, it's like the market is still thinking, and you have to stay out of the market because you might invert some actually you can have some unnecessary losses. So what do we have here? Let me clear that. You can see that the market is not really giving us a proper structure. You can see we had this resistance, then the market broke out of that. So don't confuse yourself too much with this. Don't try to draw a line here. What you can do so that you don't really get confused, start your resistance line from there. Yes, has to be the last area. Yes, we see that the market was respecting this area so that you don't really get confused. So we are going to mark this area. That is going to be our potential resistance, because if we say this is another resistance, what will happen once the market moves above this? Will you buy? When you buy, do you think about this resistance? So we have to think about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that area. On the bottom side, I think it's quite straightforward. We can say maybe the market will be reaching that support area. Then from there, as we know, this is an uptrend as we just broke out of that downtrend. So which means we're expecting to see the market doing what? The market to push to the upside. Do you see that? Or maybe the market will end up reaching this level. If maybe you don't really want to get it around this level, you can just wait for a breakout. Once the market breaks out, you can look for that buy, because this is actually at the early stage of this uptrend. The market just broke out of that, so it means we are still at the early stages of this uptrend. So yeah, I think on that I did cover that, which is very good. So let's see what's really happening on gold, guys. What's really happening on gold? Gold still stuck, guys, on that. But what I like here is it's quite straightforward. You don't really have to get confused, as we can actually. The best thing that you can understand is try to understand the trend. Where is the trend going? Here we can see that the previous trend, it was a very nice uptrend. It was pushing up. Then we had this breakout. So now the market is about to do what? We are on a new trend. So you don't really have to get confused. Whether the news are positive or negative, just understand that we are on a downtrend. So we're just expecting the market to do what? To continue pushing lower. Yes, it's possible, very possible, that the market might not actually create structure like that. The market can still reverse. But we have this resistance for a reason. Let me zoom that. We have those resistance and support for a reason, and then if maybe the market breaks this resistance and start to push the upside, it means that the market is no longer going to continue with that downtrend. But if, as we see now, the market is still entertaining this downtrend, which means we have to place our support already there. If the market tries to break that, we will say, okay, it's time for the market to push lower or to go lower, you see. But now we are in between this resistance and support, and we have to respect them. So mostly, some people will say, okay, this is a retest, let's sell from there. I'm not gonna. Mostly, I saw most of the time when we sell here, sometimes the market reverses. So the best thing I can say, as the market gave us something there is a chance that you can sell here, and then the market reverses very quick. So the best way is, why not wait for the market to go below this support and start to look for some very nice sell. If maybe you need to buy, don't say I will buy on this support, because this actually shows us that it's trying to go down. So you can wait for the market to break this resistance and start to look for that buy. Simple as that. So another one is going to be, this is to be the last analysis. US30 coming from that resistance. Obviously, we are still on this bullish momentum. PPI did not really move anything here on US30. Yes, we see that the market is trying to push lower, but maybe it's because of that resistance on top there, right? So I think that's quite straightforward. NASDAQ, US 100, we see that the market has been pushing to the upside. And even yesterday or even today, the market was trying to push the upside. But what we see here is we already reached an area of a resistance. So which means the market might be running away from that, not actually the news. Because if the news were aggressive, maybe the market was going to be around these levels. So which means there is enough chance that the market can still push to the higher side or to the upside. So for now, guys, I think for today it's enough. I will see you next week. So thank you very much, guys, for your comments, for the analysis that you wanted me to check.
All right, Kenzo, that was awesome. Guys, I've been putting Kenzo's channel in the comments. I'm going to do it again. Make sure to go sub. I saw a couple people comment that they made their way over there, which is pretty awesome. Kenzo, thanks for doing this. Nick is gone, and you stepped in. That was awesome.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. We really appreciate what you did today. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Okay, no problem. And thanks to the viewers. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you next week.
Thank you, guys. All right, Kenzo, see you later.
Okay.
All right, guys, before we go, I want to say one thing, and that is that the Edge Finder is 35% off. In fact, don't let me tell you, Nick will say it himself right now.
Hey traders, although I'm not on today's stream, I did want to make you aware of our Edge Finder sale that we're doing this week. We are currently doing 35% off if you message us using the link being dropped in the chat right now. If you've been watching the streams for a while, then you probably have seen our tools in action. The Edge Finder Pro allows you to look at things like the commitment of traders data, retail sentiment, economic figures and trends, as well as our proprietary top setups algorithm, which helps to take in all of this data and generate bullish or bearish setups. If you're interested in getting a copy or you'd like some more information about the sale event for 35% off, this is a limited time thing and it ends this week. So if you'd like access to that, send a message to us using the very first link in the description and or use the link that's been dropped in the chat. Now back to the stream.
All right. Thanks, past Nick. We'll see him next week. Nick will be back on Monday. So not to worry, everybody. He'll be back. He's going down the slopes. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. I know Nick was gone for the last half of the week, but we had a lot of people anyway. And so you guys, that just shows you're dedicated to the trading and to the markets and learning all this stuff. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. So we'll see you guys next week. See you then. Thanks again for watching today's show. Our goal at A1 Trading is to continue to share free value to our audience through daily videos and articles, keeping you up to date with the latest market coverage. If you enjoy our content, make sure to subscribe for more. From all of us at A1 Trading, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.